Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to Chalkin History with Shelly Kallach. How are you guys today? I'm sorry, it's been a couple days. Poor Mobley, our little fur baby, he was not feeling well Monday, so we went to the doctor. Gave him an antibiotic, wants him to be on like an allergy medication for a few days. He's still sneezing, so I don't know. He's acting like himself, I guess, other than just being a little sneezy. Hello, Instagram. Hello, Facebook. Hello, YouTube. How are you guys? If you don't see that red live box at the top left corner of your screen, go ahead and say you're here for the replay. If you're live with me, hello. I am missing a camera, so this view that you're watching right here, that's just a really weird angle, so I apologize for that. I didn't even turn it on. You just want to see the project anyways, right? That's almost. Okay. We're going to sprinkle this onto some groups here. Let you see this fun little project we're going to work on. Look at that guy. Isn't he adorable? Of course, I love my acorns, right? That's my new little fall thing that I like. All right, if you like this guy, he is about 11.5 inches tall. I'm testing something different to see how we can get him to stand. Okay, so if that works, that'll be amazing. Oh, where am I? Sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm missing a camera, so I'm a little off today. A little off. There we go. Okay. All right. Isn't he cute? He's just so cute. Comment sunflower if you would like to get your hand on this cutie. And I'm going to add a Chocator twist to him. Okay, we're going to use some patterns and we're going to kind of substitute that little acorn for something else. Okay. So we're going to see if this works. All right, so you have all kinds of pieces, parts. You can take this off because we're not going to, I don't think we're going to use, I'll decorate the acorn, but we're not going to use him. If you want this kit and you want the sunflower that will coordinate with our fall favorites patterns, then this is what you're going to get. You're going to get this piece, okay? And then what will happen is you will put your fun little hands there like he's holding the sunflower. And that sunflower matches, let me get it up here, will match these sunflowers, okay? So then also, if you just want the sunflowers without, you know, the hand in one piece, I have, this is the sunflower. I have the exact outline of it because those sunflowers get a little crazy, and you'll see as I'm decorating it, because the other sunflowers around it bleed into it. So I did an exact outline. This is at 0.05 and this is 0.08. 0.08 is the normal outline that I do with my cutouts, because it gives it like 1/8 of an inch little border. This, the 0.05, will probably give it about 1/16 of an inch border. And then this has no border. This will go edge to edge, okay? So if you, they're not quite listed yet, so if you do want something, just go ahead, you know, say sunflower cutouts, please, and I'll get in touch with you, okay? All right, so we'll put those aside. So this is equivalent to the biggest, the 0.08, so there will be a little border on him. All right, tons of shoes, and that will help me. This is my little new technique I think we're going to be very happy about. So we have some leaves, and we have his nose. So I think I'm going to put his nose and his hands together. All his feet will be black. His beard will be white. Okay. Then we just have to figure out like what to color his body with. So if you like, let's get back to all put together. These will be black, okay? So his hat and his body will be the same color, unless I cut it off somewhere, you know, unless we cut it off somewhere up there. I can trace it. Actually, you know, it'd be a good idea is if we scored it. Next time I cut one of these guys, we'll score it. So I'm just going to kind of give just a little marking where he ends up. That way when I'm painting, I'll just stay above that line. All right. So that's the colors we need to choose. I'm going to use our chalk paste because that's just easy to do. Let me grab my water. Very little camel left, so I'm just kind of wetting all of it down. Let me just gonna grab a foam brush here. I have to get this a little wetter. There we go. And we're kind of just making like a color wash out of it. We're not trying to bring it back to, you know, using it as a chalk paste. I'm just kind of using it as a color wash right now. I'm just kind of working it here. Okay, so we're going to do his nose. And on the back side, what's kind of nifty is this one I cut on sticker paper or double-sided adhesive so that he will stick. I don't have to worry about glue. I just pull that paper up and he will stick. So that's kind of nifty. So let's get his hands painted. You can color his hands any color really. You could do, if you want to pretend like he's got gloves on, you can paint those black. It really doesn't matter. All right, if you guys are missing my notifications and want a quick text when I go live, then go ahead and comment text and I'll get you signed up for that. So let's see, what should we do with our sunflower? Let's do that. I'm gonna put a light layer of the camel, okay? Then what I might do is put a layer of Harvest Shimmer on top. You know we like to do that. So usually I will say to use a color that coordinates with your shimmers. like I would have used mustard. We had a mustard a long time ago. Saffron would work great too. All right, let's get that dry. I'm going to try to paint over with the shimmer. And I'll probably just keep it like around the sunflower area, not do this whole thing. We'll see. We'll see. I want to make sure this is good and dry though. This guy I did not do on the tape, the adhesive, so I'll have to add something to him. Almost dry. Okay. I'm just going to use the same brush and just carefully pick up a good amount here. Like I said, I'm just going to try to stay in the inside there. We're just going to brush a nice thin layer of the shimmer. A little bit of that back. You don't want it too thick. Just a nice, there you go. You can see that how it gets a little shimmery. I don't want any clumps, so I'm going to try to get those clumps off. Just a nice light coat. Okay, now we'll let that dry. Let's close our camel up. Let's get this dry. Black out, we'll do his shoes. Now with the shoes, we only need to do one of the shoes because that will be the guy on the top. And then, so what I did was you have this guy, right? His feet are there. So I'm going to put 2 feet on top and then 2 feet on the back side. And that will be over a 1/2 inch wide. And I'm thinking that should be enough to keep him upright. Instead of trying to find a stand or try to hang him. You can still do that if you want and only use, one set of the feet. Ooh, it's so shimmery. Okay, also, we're going to bring up that transfer again. The middle of the sunflower, you see here, that's a lot of white space. So I think we're going to try to fill that in with bark or espresso. Let's do espresso. That's one of our new colors. Let me find my espresso. There's espresso. Okay, so that's going to be the center. I'm just going to use my finger. Just put a little dot there. And just kind of swirl that around. I don't think it's big enough, so let's add a little bit more to the edges. We're going to just kind of spread that out. No rhyme or reason to it. I'm just kind of this way it'll kind of bleed into the actual flower too. Okay, so we got that. The sunflower is probably going to take the most prep. Everything else is just going to be painted. Let's get that dry. where you're viewing me from. I would love to know if you're Facebook or Twitter or Twitch or Instagram. Okay, so I think we have our sunflower. He's all ready to go. Okay, good. Let's do, I thought I had white. Where's my white? Let's do white. We're going to get his beard painted up. Still got to decide what I want to do with his body. You guys tell me, what color should we make him? I don't know what color to make him. Okay, let's get this beard white. The water helps our paste really spread nice. I'm actually going to go up and down because that's the way his beard is kind of flowing to me. Even though the wood grain kind of goes the other way, I'm going to color it so that it looks like it's natural hair flowing. We'll use a fun pattern for his hair. Give him some little gray whiskers. All right, you could use acrylic paints, you could use watercolors, you could use markers. However, I think these pieces are so big that you're probably going to go through one marker. Okay, there's his beard. Anything else need to be white? I don't think so. I think all the leaves we're going to do like oranges or something like that. Let's see. So that's his beard. Let's do one of his feet. Another, let's see. Like I said, the water just kind of thins it up a little bit so that you can use it for coloring. We're only doing one of the shoes. Okay, we have several layers of shoes that we're going to use, but it's silly to paint them if you're not even going to see them. Okay, in the video description, there are links for you. There's a link that says Sunflower Gnome. That will load a couple different patterns that we have. I'm only going to use the one, just the fall favorites is what we're going to use. Okay, there's that. All right, let's get some of this stuff dried because I tend to want to touch it and stick my finger in it, and that never bodes well. How's everybody doing? Can't wait to do the sunflower. All right, I think our shoes are good. All right, let's do our leaves. All right, this guy. What greens I have here. Sorry, I got a mess that I need to clean up. All right, let's see. Let's Let's use, this is Shimmer Spruce. I have Shimmer Forest. However, I'm taking it for a class tomorrow, so I have it all packed. So we're going to use Spruce. Or you know what? I don't want to use shimmers, I don't think. Let's see. Let's use, ooh, come here you. Let's use our pesto. I like our pesto. Okay. We're going to use it on that leaf. Just take a little bit. That's all we're really going to need. Color that guy. If you like to paint but don't feel like you have painting skills, like those paint sips, they say, okay, now draw a line here and paint a moon. Well, honestly, you don't need to know any of that for this. You could just paint pieces of wood and that's that. There's nothing to it, guys. Nothing to it at all. Okay, let's get these colored. Let's see. We have Saucy. I want to do a couple Saucy. And we'll do a couple of Squeeze. Now, these have been colors either of the month or they've been colors that you could earn if you placed a certain amount of orders. And what we're going to do is we're going to do each one kind of like halvesies. Okay, that one's halvesies. We're going to pick up a little bit of Saucy and kind of blend it. Ooh, I love how that's turning out. Love it. Okay, oops, let's get that edge. This edge doesn't want to get colored. Okay, cool. Awesome. Let's do the next one. How about we do this one just on the bottom half? Color it a little bit more here. Make sure it's wet. I'm going to give you guys an up close look here. Okay, let's get some more Saucy. We're going to apply a Saucy to the top half and blend it. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Okay, let's get more Squeeze. You could use orange peel, any of our colors, any of our orangey colors. This one I'm just going to hit the tips. Okay. Get some Saucy on my... Get it in the middle first. And then we're going to blend it down. Blend it in. I don't know if you guys can tell. I think this guy needs to be, he looks like a leaf, like he should be green. He could even be, let's see, let's leave a little spot and do a little bit of, put a little shimmer on there if I have any left. Yeah, let's get some of that shimmer in there. There we go. Ooh, he looks fun, fun, fun. Okay. All right, the leaves are done. Our feet are done. Everything's done. Oh, but the body. What are we going to do with this body, guys? Okay, let's close everything up. We need to color his body. Okay. All right, so here's how he's going to... Okay, so you have his beard. You're going to have his leaves kind of all over, right? You have some leaves on his hat. You're going to have black feet. Okay. And then this guy's going to go in the center. Ooh, maybe we should do him the dark brown. Maybe we should do him either espresso or bark. What do you guys think? And we can do the hat a different color. We could do the hat. Let's do the hat. I'm trying to think if we want to do the hat in the espresso and do his body in the shimmer harvest, or it's nominee. We don't want to do nominee. I'm trying to see what colors I got in front of me here. Let's see. What do you guys think? Help me out. I think we'll do his hat the espresso. I think I'm going to do that. Or do we do his body in espresso? I think I'll do the body in espresso. We'll do his hat in the shimmer harvest. All right. Okay, that's it. I'm not changing my mind no more. Okay, we need a brush. All right, so I did draw, or I scored a little line here. So let me take it up to that point. Or actually just a little bit under, honestly, because the beard's gonna cover it. Okay. What I should do is score the bottom of his. All right, we'll have to wait till that's dry, I guess. Because we do want to do his body. Or we're going to do the whole body. Never mind. Never mind. I'm just fumbling. Okay. Let's paint the whole bottom here. Let's grab some more. This is the espresso. Because we're going to end up covering his feet with the black shoe. Okay. Let's get this dry and see if it dries pretty dark. And then you may or may not put another layer on it. So if you guys want this little gnome guy, go ahead and comment sunflower for the kit. And when I say kit, you'll just get the cutout, all the pieces to make him. You'll need to grab the Fall Favorites transfer if you want to use the same ones I'm using. Otherwise, if you have other patterns or if you like to paint, you can do that yourself. That's perfectly fine. But if you want the sunflower part of it, You'll have to let me know that too. Otherwise, it comes with an acorn. Okay. Let me get this dry and then we'll see if we need to add another layer. I just might. Just get good, nice and dark. And that will go on top. Oh yeah. Cutie patootie. He's gonna be so cute. Let's go ahead and see if we can get another layer on them. I'm just gonna spritz it just a little, just to let it glide a little bit over. Oh yeah, that's gonna be so much better. You just have to watch with the water because, like I said before, or in previous videos anyway, that when you re-wet our chalk paste, that reactivates it, right? So that will bring it back to a chalk or a wet consistency. And sometimes that makes it spread. There we go. Oh, I think that's gonna be perfect. Okay, put that down. All right, let's get that layer done and then we'll have to do his hat. So what I'm gonna do first for his hat is we're gonna do it with the camel and then we'll do the shimmer on top, okay? Then we can put them all together and then we can chalk the sunflower. It'll be fine. All right. Actually, that could keep drying while we're painting here. All right, let's get our camel. Add some more water. Goodness, that's going to be covered by our beard. Okay, so I'm just I barely have anything left in here, so that's why I wet it. So I can kind of just get my brush colored, basically. Squirt our wood a little bit. So let's try to pick up some more color here. Okay. Almost the color of the wood, but I'm just going to get close to that line that we painted for his body. Luckily, that top part will be covered by his beard, so it's okay if you get a little messy up there. Okay. Now on top of this camel layer, we're going to do the shimmer. So we just need to get one little coat on here. You just need a base. When you're painting with our shimmers, you need a base coat. And it's best to go with a color that looks similar or close anyway. And I don't know where my saffron is, so we used camel. We're gonna let that dry, okay? Let's get this to dry. And then we're gonna get our Harvest Shimmer. I can't wait to put this all together. This is gonna be so cute. Comment sunflower if you want this gnome kit. There are links in the description of the video. I'm not sure if it's down below or up top, but you'll see links. It's called Sunflower Gnome Patterns, I think is the actual link you can look for. That will load a couple different patterns into your carts, so take out whichever ones you don't want. A lot of them are last chance or reduced, I believe. They are clearing house, you guys. Today is the last day for the last chance category, so if you're in the last chance, grab anything you see on there. Otherwise, you'll be retired and gone. That's what they tell us, gone. Okay, now we have to put our shimmer on top. So we're going to grab our brush that we used. I'm going to wet this a little bit. Kind of stir it around a little bit. Shimmers really don't need to be, thinned with water if you're just chalking with them. But I am for this purpose, for painting with, okay? Because we want a nice, thin, shimmery layer. Okay. Again, just get close. Once I get it coated, then I'll kind of come back. Try to go in the same direction here. Shimmers are, they could be fun to use as a coloring. Sometimes not. Depends if the shimmer gets, clumpy. Okay. I think I'm good though. I think he looks pretty good. Ooh, he's so folly. Okay. Let's get that covered up. All right, I'm going to use my heavy duty dryer. It's not dry. So his body is dry. Sherry, you would like the cutouts? Hello, how are you? So just the gnome, just the cutouts. You have to tell me, and I'll say it at the end of the video. He originally comes with an acorn, where he's going to hold an acorn. But if you don't want the acorn, or you'll get the acorn, but if you want also the sunflower, let me know. Okay. All right, let's start building this guy. All right, so like I said, I have him cut on double-sided adhesive. Good, I'm glad you're well. All right, so I didn't need to print, I didn't need to color this guy, right? Because we're gonna go one more on top of him. We're gonna do 2 in the front and 2, you would like both, okay, good. I'm going to do 2 feet on top and 2 feet on bottom. Okay, so I'm just peeling up this feet. Now, when assembling, you have to make sure, okay, especially the feet, that they're all level. Okay, they all hit at the same angles, okay? You want them all to be in line. Otherwise, you're going to have a very wonky gnome. Okay. This is a new technique I'm trying. I usually will, hang them or put them in a stand. But I am trying something different where we're going to put 2 in the front and 2 in the back and see if we can get him to stand on his own. Okay, here's our other guy. Now, if you wanted to use your pattern, that's what we need to do. We need to do patterns on we're going to do a pattern on his beard, a pattern on the sunflower. I might even do a pattern on his hat. I think I'm going to do a pattern on his hat too, so we got to do that. His shoes don't need a pattern. Okay. I'm just kind of making sure they're all lined up right now. Right now, the shoe width is about 3/8 of an inch. Okay. But then if we put 2 more in the back, that's another 2/8, which makes it 5/8, which makes it a little over a 1/2 inch. Sorry, I am warm today. Okay, let's do this. Let's turn this around. Let's get our transfer. And let's see, what colors can we do this with? I need I'm going to cut these patterns so that they're smaller and easier to use. There is a cut line on here. It's a D size transfer, so we get 4 patterns that are about, the transfer size, not design size, but transfer size is about 9 by 9. So your actual design size is probably about 8 by 8. Okay. And of course, mushrooms are a craze. That would have been a fun thing for him to be holding on to as well. Okay, so we got this little, sideways hatch. I'm going to do that for his beard, I think. Then we have this fun little leaf. I'm going to do that for his hat. Then we have the sunflower. Of course, this is what this guy is going to be. And then you have this little, I don't even know what you would call this pattern. We're not going to use that one today. All right, so we're going to use the leaves for his hat. Now this is a shimmer. I know I should wax him. I know I'm going to regret not waxing him, but we're not going to wax him. And we're going to have to make sure it's the right way. And I'm just going to do... We know his beard's going to come to about there, so just have to. I'm going to try to get. Well, I'm going to try to get that acorn on there because I think I like it. Okay. All right, so we're just going to put that on there, rub that down. I think I'm going to use. I say we do hot mess, friends. Let's do hot mess. So we're going to get out our pesto. Anything we use for our leaves. So we're going to use pesto, some of our, not very much of saucy, and our squeeze. So let's get some squeegees. Some of those. Let's see. Could get stir sticks too. All right, so I'm going to grab some pesto. We're going to go boom, boom, boom. We're just going to get messy. And I'm just putting all kinds of blobs of paste. Okay. I'm gonna grab my, I have very little saucy left, so let me try to revive this here. Saucy was a favorite for sure. For sure. Okay, and I'm just gonna kind of blot this around. It's a big old blob. Okay, that was saucy. Saucy. And then we're gonna use fresh. I'm just gonna wipe this off so I can use this. It's so much easier using stir sticks. Whoops. Okay, we're gonna just blot that. All right. What color are we missing? Could put a little bit of the shimmer in there. That would be fun. Just get that in there. So let's get that out. Okay. Let's grab some shimmer. Trying to get it so I'm not touching any of the other colors. All right, I think that's good. Maybe not, I lied. Okay, all right, that's good, I think. All right, all right, all right, all right. I'm just gonna use my fingers and we're gonna get messy. I do like to squirt my fingers. Of course my water is not working. Just to get it a little wet, it'll be easier to kind of move stuff around. Kind of swirling it, but then I'm kind of smashing it in where I'm just trying to cover up all the wherever the design is. Okay. Okay, I think I got it all covered. Messy Marvin here. Let's get that wiped up. Let me get paper towel here. So now we're going to just scrape off all that excess. And you can't put it in any particular jar. So don't worry, we're just going to toss it. All good. All right. If you see, you can see now like where it's colored, right? So if you feel like you have too much of one color in a certain spot, you can take your excess, okay, and then just kind of really work it in there. Kind of smooth colors out. You know, like reapply it. I think that looks good. Okay, get that excess up. All right, again, I did not wax it, so we're gonna see what happened here. All right, okay. It's a very faint, like etched look to it. That's the way the transfer is. All right, so let's get our handy dandy dryer here. It's very faint, which is kind of nice because then we're going to layer these leaves on top. Okay, so that's that. Let's do his beard. So then his beard's gonna come in like that. A very white beard. Very, very white. So let's do this hatch pattern. And we're going to kind of go with the direction, you know, of his beard here. So I think, let's see, do I want to put camel in his hair? Does he have little stripes of camel in his beard? Let's see if I can get some up here. Geez, I am like empty on a lot of colors here. I'm just gonna kind of go over, and then I'm gonna come over with another color too. I am being super duper not making sure anything's really just colored down. Like I'm not being perfect on my chalking here. I'm being very crazy with how I'm putting it on. Okay. Because then I think I'm going to come back with another color. We're going to lift that, move it over a little bit. Oh, see, it was wet. My camel was wet. It's okay. That looks fine. All right, let's get that dry. And then I think I'm going to put espresso in his beard. I think we're going to put some espresso in his beard. So let's get this dry. And we're going to come in with espresso. Okay. So let's bring this back over. And this time we're just going to kind of shift and move it. And as soon as I can see where I was, okay, so we're going to do that. Push that down. Bring in our espresso. Try to wipe this squeegee up a little bit. And we'll come over it with the espresso. Okay, get that excess off. I know, I do too. It's like, you know what it reminds me of? When I first joined in like 2017, 18, I think it was 17. We had something called chocolate, and it was, I'm pretty sure it was darn close to this color. So there's his beard. And you know, it brings in all the colors, right? All the colors we've been using. Fills in that white space. We could even like go over it with like a dye. I don't know what that is though. I used to have an ink pad that I would go around all my, oh, I see it. Okay. I see it, I see it, I see it. We're gonna grab our ink pad here. I'm gonna grab our little brush thingy. Okay, and then we can go get it sauced up a little bit and kind of go around the edges. Give him some definition. kind of make it not so stark white. You could even use scrapbook paper, you guys, if you have patterned paper. You know, just come in and here, dirty it up a little bit so he's not so white. There we go. Oh yeah, that's much better. Much, much, much better. Okay, let's bring this guy back in. All we have to do is the sunflower now. So here's how he'll go in like that. All right, so let's just do this. Let's get it all stuck down. Okay, again, line up that beard. Press it down. Eek, he's cute. Let's put his nose on. His nose goes at the top. You can like come off a little bit if you want to come it more onto his hat. It doesn't have to go to the top. It can come over. I will probably put it to the top though. Again, line your fingers so it hugs the same shape. Oh, he's coming along. All right, we need to do our sunflower. Let's put that aside. Let's grab that transfer. Now, let's go back to the original transfers and listen closely. So this little notch here, okay, trying to find the flower that it was came off of. Let me think. Let me see which flower that came from. I think it went like this. No, I think it was this one. I have to see. Now I'm not so sure. No, right here. See this big space right here? Okay, so that's how that guy is, right there. Let me just make sure. This was like the exact cutout. Maybe, maybe not. Now I'm confusing myself, and now I don't remember. Well, we'll have to play with it once we get it on. It was very difficult to just single out that flower. Anyways, however you do it, we have to probably move this around. It's probably going to be like this, I think. So one thing I am going to do is I am going to wax my sunflower because I want him to turn out perfectly. I've got my little foamy thing here. And I'm just doing the sunflower. You don't have to do the whole wood piece, just the sunflower. And just applying it. So what's going to happen is it acts like a barrier. It'll protect the chalk paste or paint or whatever it would have been that we put on there. It will protect that. All right. I'm just going to take a paper towel and just kind of buff it in a little bit. Okay. All right. Now, let's get our sunflower. The wax, it acts like a barrier, right? So sometimes when you paste on top of paste, or if you put a sticky transfer down on paste that maybe isn't dry, or if it's the shimmer, or if you're trying to put like white on top of a color, you want to put that wax first, and that acts like a barrier so that you don't pull it up. And sometimes when you, let's say you put white on top of red, that white over time pulls up that red pigment and turns it pink. I can't tell you how many times that's happened to me. It's like, okay, so I'm going to kind of work my transfer here. I'm going to move it around a little bit, see if we can match it up. I really think that spot right there. And then this, I think, corresponds to, I have to find the right there. So that's the opening. Okay. I just need to, that can't possibly be it. It's so difficult because, there, I think I found it. Because of the flowers or the petals that were coming in from the other flowers, it's kind of annoying. All right, what color are we gonna do on top? We didn't think about that. So we're gonna have that, the shimmer underneath. I think, I really feel like Bumblebee is gonna be too yellow. Let's do, let me see if I can grab my saffron. Let me see if I can find it real quick here. Is this saffron? Yeah, let's do the saffron. We're gonna do the saffron on top. I'm just gonna kind of wash this off real quick. We're not gonna need much. Dip into that. And now I'm gonna try to be careful. Okay, I'm gonna try to just not hit the other flower petals. Like I said, this one's a little tricky. Those darn sunflower petals. So I'm going to kind of go around the edge first just to kind of define my flower. And then we'll go on the inside. All right. So you gotta kind of play with it until you find the right flower and the right angle. It's gonna look so good. Okay. Plus on the sides here, the hands are gonna cover it up a little bit. Okay, I think we got it. Let's pull it up. Go slow. Ooh, I love it. Oh my goodness. I love that. You could even gone even if you do like a bark on top or the espresso, you could do that too, or not espresso, but the camel. You can maybe bring in some camel on the top there. Let's get this dry. We'll put the hands on, and then we're gonna put them on top of our gnome, and he'll be all done. A little bit of a process, but it's a fun process. Isn't it? I know, it's so pretty. It's so cute. Honestly, if you want to paint your own sunflower, you could do that as well. That's dry. All right, let's bring this over. And just kind of come out a little bit here. We need to put his hands on, so let's take that sticky stuff off. Okay. So the thumbs go on top, right? Yeah. Again, you kind of want to find the right angle on how he was holding it. Does that make sense? Hand is on the top, right? Yeah. Just doesn't look right. Yeah. It's got to go on the top. I feel like I might, when I designed this, I might have flipped the fingers, the hands. And this got stuck down. Hold on one second. Let me see. Oh, maybe I flipped the, I might have flipped the, that's what I did. I flipped this piece the wrong way. There we go. That makes more sense. I'm like, this just does not like look right. Again, you want to make sure it's flat against the edge, right? Oh my goodness, look how adorable. Okay. And then I did not cut that on the double-sided tape, so we're going to just use a couple of these things. There. One in the middle. Okay, now. And then we have to put our leaves on too. Then he'll be done. Goodness. Oh, I just do not like these sticky things. They're so hard to get off. That's why I thought, oh my gosh, I should just line the cutouts with this. The double-sided adhesive. Okay, there we go. Let's put it right there. Stick that down. Gosh, and then we'll have to finish his feet too, so let's get our leaves. Let's see where we want our leaves. I think I had this guy in the middle at one point. Do that there. This guy here. There. Okay. Kind of a bummer that there's an odd number of the green, but or an even number of the green, I should say. Just peel these guys up. Like I said before, you don't have to use the patterns. You could just paint if you like to add your own little touches. If you want to keep them very rustic, you could do that. I know a lot of people will just do like a paint and then they do like white outlines, little white flickers of paint. What if I should do this guy down? Should we do that guy down? Let's do him down. All right, there we go. Oh my gosh, so darn cute. Okay. Let's get some stuff out of the way here. Keep my saffron close. I like him. That's a good color. All right. I was going to use vanilla in his beard, but now I'm glad I kind of did those colors because I think he looks pretty cool. All right, so let's do this. Let's build our feet. Now these feet, there's 2 of them for each side. We're going to you know what I wasn't thinking? We're going to leave that tape on that guy. We need a layer of the adhesive on the top side. I was not thinking of that. Darn to darn darn. Unless I do this. We could flip it. Okay. Crisis averted, people. We could just flip it. Oh my gosh. That was convenient. Sometimes I amaze myself. It's crazy. I know. Crazy, crazy. All right, so we're just going to put those together. Make sure they're exactly the same. Okay, then we're going to flip him. And I accidentally did him on adhesive too, so that was dumb. That was dumb. Okay. So now we're going to stick these 2 on the back side. Again, you want to make sure everything lines up. Okay. Press. Put this guy down. Sheesh. Okay. Put this side down. Again, you can stand him up too if you want to make sure he's flat. All the pieces. I know, you gotta laugh at yourself, right? Oh my gosh, he stands up. I think that's what I'm gonna do all the time for my gnomes now. I'm gonna, whoa. He should stand up. Why doesn't he stand up? It must not be level. That should stand up. I mean, that's over 1 inch thick. So unless his top, he's getting top heavy for some reason, or this isn't very flat, it's a tablecloth. It might be that it's not down low enough. Let me try to pull it down a little bit. Pull that one down a little bit. Get it to stick. Okay. Voila. Look, Mom, no hands. Oh my gosh, I love him. He's so cute. What do you guys think? Is he adorable? You want to go around the edges of his hat? You could do that. I think he's adorable. Let's get some. It stands. And so he stands. I don't know why this is so hard. I think I need to wash it, I guess. Dirty up everything a little bit. Why not? His nose a little dirty. Cute. So cute. Can even do the edges of the sunflower. Let me. Oh yeah, I like that better. I love that. Okay. All right, there's our gnome. I mean, he's cute. He's so cute. Okay, so let's talk about the kit. The kit, you get all these pieces except for the sunflower piece, right? Because it originally comes with the acorn, where he's holding the acorn. So if you want the sunflower as well, then just say you want both. Okay, so comment gnome or sunflower kit, and then you could say just acorn or both, and I will get in touch with you about that. I love acorns as my decorations, but I wanted to try to incorporate a little bit of chocolate, so that's why I brought that flower in. I think he's adorable. I think he turned out so cute. He wants to tip. I think it's my table. I honestly think it's my table, guys. Once I get him upstairs, and yeah, I think it's the tablecloth because I can get him to stand. But he's adorable. I love him. I hope you guys enjoyed today's demo, and I hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday.